All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a little testing here with this here phone. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Um, when I record, sometimes it doesn't record the whole video, so it's been clipping. I call that clipping in my vocabulary. But I did a video earlier of a house that I did over in Whittier, North Carolina, and it only recorded like 3 minutes of the video, and it was like storage space or something like that. Anyway, so I guess I came home and I got my daughter to look at the phone, and it was a whole bunch of stuff that was in there that let's see, let me adjust that. Like when the 6-year-old gets the phone, she plays with my phone sometimes when her iPad ain't, that she'll download all types of games and stuff on there. So that actually takes up all of the storage. So when I'm recording, it'll cut the video off while I'm trying to make a video. Anyway, she erased a whole bunch of stuff on there, so it says that maybe I have, enough to do a video or whatever. We'll figure that out. Anyway, coming to you Thursday. Like I said, I already went to work, finished up that job, so I got a doctor's appointment at 5 o'clock, so I'm going to try to make this quick, but just want to show you guys this right here. This right here is all the way from Pearl City, Hawaii. So I got this yesterday, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at these things right here. Oh, yeah, I always wanted me a pair of them. Check out what Brian and the guys over at the Hawaiian Crap Shooter hooked me up with. I got me some white and black dice. A whole sleeve of them. That's awesome. Those are pretty too, man. They are good looking dice. Anyway, with that being said, you guys also know that notice that there's a tape measure on my table as well. So I'm always trying to play the game, figure out what I can, when I can, to benefit any type of play that I have on with this game right here. So I took my tape measure out and I pulled it out, and I just seeing where I'm shooting from. So I usually shoot from right here, 9'2". Well, I backed it up a little bit more to about 9'8", and I think that at 9'8", I actually have a better toss. I've been playing around with it a little bit yesterday, but we're here today. We're going to toss 2 of these dice, these brand new Hawaiian Crap Shooter dice right here. Of course, we'll toss them one time just to see what we could get with them, and then of course later on we'll practice with them a lot more. But this video right here, I'm going to continue. This will be part 2 of the Circa Nevada Casino dice right here from Jay. So these right here are the Hawaiian Crap Shooter dice right here. So we just took 2 of them, brand new, sharp. My God, they're sharp. 2 brand new dice out of the sleeve right there. And we're going to do our set. Look at that. And the number on them is 808. I like that 808. That's a bass kick. Anyway, let's see if we can see that. I think we can see that anyway. All right, and we are going to toss 2 of these dice for the first time. Here we go. Coming live from Hawaii, Pearl City. Dice are out. And we got a 7. That is funny. All right, so, hey, first toss with the Hawaiian Crap Shooter dice promises us a 7, a 5, 2-7. That's awesome though. But I tell you what, those are really pretty dice. I can't wait to play with them, practice with them. Get these things here nice and broken up. But yeah, thank you, Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooter, sending me that nice sleeve of dice. But here we go. Let's get back to business. What do we have here? We got 5, 10, 15. We stopped with, I think we had a profit from the last video. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 40, 50, 26, 50, I don't know. Maybe the kids were out here or whatever. I'll have to look back and see what the total was. But yeah, we're going to finish out. This will be part 2 of the Circa dice. Let's go. All right, so we're going to $25 table, of course. We're going to hop 6s, and we're going to do a $10 crap check. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Where's my stick at? All right, there it is. 3, 6, 6, 5. All right. And we got an 8. Easy 8. 6, 2, 8. Or 2, 6, 8. Whatever. Either way you want to say it. That'll become the point. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. Alright, so for entertainment purposes, 50, 50, 50, 50, and 50. Hopefully we can get a hit or two. And then we'll see whether we can't move up. Yes. So anyway, while I'm out here, I'll give you guys a quick little recap of the weekend pass. We were actually, Friday and Saturday, we were actually in Cherokee Casino, shooting dice. Just a little bit, not much. Ooh, that wasn't good at all. That's what I get for talking. Anyway. That's a 5-2. PSO. Straight out the back. That's how you get clipped right there. We were there. We got there Friday night. Met up with everybody. And I finally got to meet Alan Tyndall. Alan was there. He's from area here in North Carolina, so it was really good to finally meet him. Of course, Jay and G and everybody else was there, and the ladies. Let's try this again with these bad dice from the Circa Casino. So we got there, just hung out for a little bit, waited on Jay them to get there because they were still coming in. So we decided to go back to that place, the Wicked Weed, and eat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been there, that is a good place to eat. So they got a couple of good things on the menu. I like their catfish, which is really good. Dice are out. We got a 628. Why couldn't that happen on the last roll? And then we decided to go downstairs and play a little bit. Okay, so the front part, they got 2 different areas in the casino now where crap tables are at. There's some over there by the cage, and then there's some back there in the back, closer to Ruth Chris and past the high limit area. So we decided to go back there on the back area. It actually, surprisingly, on a Friday, it was a $15 table. We're gonna go light and see whether we can't just hit that 8 after a loss like that. Anyway, so we got back there after eating, and I got in my position. Woo, man! Thank God we didn't do anything with that. That's a 5, 2, 7. You're gonna have days like this right here. Anyway, we decided we got on that table. All of us were able to get on that table. I think G was straight out. Alan was on this side, closer to the hook, and then Jay, and then my spot had opened up, so I was able to get in my spot. So there was a guy over there. I think he started shooting when we got there. Let's go back out here. And then he did a little bit, and then it was G's turn to get the dice and shoot after that guy 7 out. So G got the dice, and he started rolling all the way from the end. There's a hard 6. Unbelievable. And I didn't hop him. It is what it is. He got the dice, and he was shooting from straight out. Straight out. Straight down here. So I'm right here. I'm able to watch the dice as they land and stuff like that. Dice look really good coming out there. Gargo was, I would say he started tossing, and he was getting in a groove. He was actually getting in a real good groove. And, I had a couple of bets out there, not much, because I only bought in for $500. And he started getting into a groove. I mean, he started hitting numbers and, just shooting the dice. And then I think he ended up, he needed the 12 for the tall. And sure enough, he rolled a couple more times. That's a 6, 2, 8. And sure enough, he hit that daggone 12. And immediately after he hit that 12, they collected, everybody collected that was on the bonus and stuff like that. And there was 2 guys that came up, and there was a guy that was standing right beside him. I guess he might have had a little bit to drink. You could tell the other 2 guys had something to drink because they still had their drinks in their hands, and they were just over there just a blah, 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 and all that good stuff. There we go again. That was a terrible toss. All right. Not going good today, ladies and gentlemen. Not going good today. But anyway, they started their nonsense, and they were right behind Gargoyle. Right behind him. And he looked back at him, and he was like, "Hey, guys, can y'all take that somewhere else? We got a lot of money out here on the table, and we're trying to," and, the guy's kind of like just, whatever. And sure enough, G, right after that, he 7'd out. And we just colored up and left because, after something like that happens, you got to know that, hey, how are you going to come back and get in a better mood after that happened, So we decided to actually get off of the table because of that. Even the box man was going to send somebody over there to tell those guys, if you ain't got action on the table, you guys need to, move, because it was, they were being loud and they were right behind G, and it was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. It was weird that they actually did that, which, come on, guys. You see somebody with the dice, man, take that crap somewhere else. Anyway, we colored up, and we decided, hey, let's go up top and try to get on that tub. So that's what we did. Off we went. We went up there, and we got on that tub. That's a 314. And let me tell you something, guys. If you go to Cherokee, if you go to Cherokee, get on the tub. I'm just telling you that for a fact. Where's my tape measure? I know I had it somewhere. Okay, so we actually measured the tub. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's still going. We measured the tub. And that tub is 8 foot. So that tub, this right here is 8 foot. Right here at the end of the table. Alright, so this is 8 foot right here. So that's the end of it. You toss from the end of it like this. So where the back of my table is at, you stand like that and you just shoot straight out. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When you're like that, it's literally like this. Well, my table's a lot bouncy, so it's not gonna. I mean, it is so easy to like dominate. I mean, G went on the 40 roller. I call them the Coors Light brothers. These guys, man, it was like just putting them in there, just putting them down, just putting the dice down. Let me tell you, Sarge, Cashier's Cage. Let me see, who else does those? Nemo, John from Pro Craps. The guy there was a guy there that was actually stacking the dice, and he was just boom. I mean, just putting them, just stopping them. I mean, they would stop on the dime, and that table is hard too. I'm talking, it's hard. They would stack the dice, and they would just. I mean, it was instantly just good results. So guys, if you go to Cherokee, you can play on the tables all you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, and you ain't got to worry about chips or nobody else either, because they can't get where you're at. It's only you and the person that's got the stick. And you got your computer screen right there. But I'm going to tell you guys, it is literally like just dropping them. Just dropping them in there. I'll never be able to drop anything on this table right here because it's got neoprene and all that stuff under it. I'll never be able to lay them down on this. But anyway, I'll over years of practicing, maybe I'll be able to get something going. But guys, that tub will make you some money if you know how to just drop them in there. That's all I got to say. I mean, try it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm just telling you that I made some money on that table from other people just dumping, and then I got up there and I just dumped them. It's so fun. It is a fun table to play on. Anyway, we got on there, we did that deal, and then we just had a good time with each other. Alan was over there with us, and me, Jay, and G, we all got to toss on it, and it was just, I'm telling you, it is a fun table to play on. But anyway, we ended the night after playing on that table. My wife was tired, so we came back home. And then we're going to meet up again early in the morning for something called the coffee run, which I think they do a lot of that down there in Biloxi in Mississippi. So I guess I'll do that. I'll do a coffee run while I'm down there in May for the brown water thing. So I'll actually get to do another coffee run. That was my first time going and playing craps early in the morning like that. I usually don't play early like that, but that was another thing. So we got there, and G got on this side, I got in my position, Jay got right here, and Alan got right here, and there was another guy that stood right here. And then I think there was a guy that had shot from here. There was a guy that was there. So it was minimal people on the table. So, I mean, everybody that was on the table actually knew you know, etiquette and stuff like that. So it was good to have a table with minimal people on it. And I tell you, that guy, after that guy sat down, Alan T. Alan T. Y'all probably see him in the chat a lot. Well, I finally got to meet him. He was shooting from right here, and let me tell you, the guy can shoot the dice. He can shoot the dice, man. I mean, if you want sixes and eights, and if you want inside numbers, Alan is your guy. Alan is your guy, man. He had a great roll, a beautiful toss, the way the dice were landing, everything about it was just, I mean, finesse. We got, Alan got to shoot really good, then Jay shot, you know, and then I got to shoot, and then G got to shoot. So we all took one turn. So I guess that's what a coffee run is. We all took like one turn shooting the dice, did what we had to do on the table, and I mean, that was it. Then we went up to Starbucks, which is on the other side, the old side of the casino. I didn't know they had one over there, but I guess I do now. Anyway, with that being said, we went over there, we sat down, we discussed, you know, everything that happened at the table while we were tossing, and stuff like that. Just sitting down, having a friendly guy chat. Well, I had a meeting to go to anyway after that, after our coffee run session. That's the 415. So I couldn't stay long anyway. So met up with them. We all got to shoot together, fellowship together for a little bit of time, like I said, and then I had to leave. So I think they probably went and played a little bit more. I remember later on that day, after I had my meeting and did what all, because I gotta have my contracts are where I make my money at. I don't really worry about craps too much. It's just fun, and it's just a time to get with your friends and play the game. But that's not where I make my money. I make my money working. Yeah. So Alan actually ended up texting me and saying, "Dude, that dang table." There was it wasn't the crapless table, but it was the other table. He said that thing got on fire, and I can't stand hearing that, you know, but it's good that he was able to be on that table while it was lit, you know what I'm saying? So he got to, you know, be there for the ride of the hotness, the heat of the table. So that was awesome that he did that, and that's a 9. And when he texted me that, I was like, hey, man, give it to him. Give it to him, man. Let him have it. Let him feel a little bit of heat, and then do what you got to do, man. So it was good to hear that he went on a torch over there and got him pretty good. And then I think Jay they left and went to Murphy. And of course, you know, we just hung out with some friends and did some more stuff that Saturday, and that was it. So the weekend, the multiplier weekend, and it wasn't that packed. That's what was good about this weekend. That the casino, I figured, you know, with it being a multiplier and it being Friday night, because we didn't leave Friday night until like 11 something, I think, you know, after the tub thing. We didn't leave till like 11 something. So, and it still wasn't packed because we were able to get on that tub, and that's rare because that thing is always like loaded with people. But anyway. With that being said, that was the trip report from Cherokee. Okay, let me get a little session here in. But yeah, we had a good time meeting up with each other, and like I said, the ladies always have a good time regardless, you know. So let's see, let me get some quarters right here. So let's try to quiet this down and toss a little bit of dice here. So, but yeah, that's how it worked out for us. And I've been tossing there for a little bit. And the point is still 10, and a whole bunch of numbers have went by that I haven't had any money on. So we're still rocking and rolling. All right, here we go. Dice are out. And we got 516. 5-1. Uh-oh, that was a 1. Sorry about that. 516. Let's see whether we ain't got those dice hot now. Sometimes you gotta let the dice heat up or whatever before you put your bets out there. So that's why I went ahead and started talking, and then tossing as I was talking. I was still paying attention to what was going on. But sometimes you gotta do that, man. You just gotta let them dice warm up, get your mechanics and stuff dialed in as you're bull crapping around. We got a 6-5 yo 11. We got a 6-5 yo. But yeah, I've been working. I've got some more contacts with American Home Place now, so that's good. Just staying busy, man. Work, which is a good thing. All right, here we go. Dice are out. And that'll be it. 4, 3, 7. All right, we're going to get this one more run right here with the Circa dice. So far, I am digging into that bankroll. Digging into it. That's not good. All right, so this one right here, this will be our last toss because I know I got to get out of here too. I don't know what time it is. I got a doctor's appointment at 5 o'clock. Alright, no 10. We never did hit that 10, so oh well. Alright, here we go. 25 on the pass line. This is the last tossing with the Circa dice, and then we're going to move on to the next set of dice I got from some casinos. Alright, here we go. Alright, Circa, let's go. Show me some love. Show me some love. I'm actually looking forward to Biloxi. Dice are out. We got a 6-2-8. We've been popping that 8 all day. Especially for this session right here. Get on the 8. Slide it. Give them all that back. This is the last run. This is all we're going to invest on this roll. Alright, that's it. Entertainment purchases only. Betting like this. Only for entertainment. Don't go to the casino doing that because you'll get clipped. Alright, here we go. Dice. Always try to preserve your bankroll. That's my advice. Don't go swinging off the branches. Dice are out. 6-2-8. Alright, finally. That was a buckshot. Okay, stay alive. We are alive for this roll. Alright, we're just going to head on back out there. Dice are out. And if you notice, I don't ever bet that ATS because it's almost like it's a distraction. And I said that a long time ago. If it's going to happen, it'll happen. We got an 8 hard. I should be hopping the 8s today. Light the 8 back up. It's 2 4s. Sarge did a great job last night on Live Fantasy Craps. Repeating numbers. His roll was phenomenal. Good job, Sarge. They're out. I mean, if I'm going to play, I want to play like that. 6-2-8. There we go. See? Sarge, I want to be like you when I grow up. 6-2-8. Buckshot. There we go, Sarge. I'm learning from you. I'm learning from how you toss them repeaters. But that is how you make money, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you can repeat numbers, you can pop some collars. All right, here we go. That's right. Ooh, that was a bad toss. And we got 516. Of course. What does Greg Yellow say? 6 and 8, the running mate. All right. Got 6 now. All right, dice. All right. Ooh. 415. 415. 415. That'll get you 70. Dash her out. We got a 538. 538. That's going to get you 70. 60 gets you 70. 3665. That's a 314. Three, 1, 4. 50 will get you 100. No vig here. Dice are out. And we got a 617. All right, not too bad, but not too good either. There's still a lot left out there, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So, all right, so that right there will be the last roll with the Circa dice. The next dice that'll be coming out here, ladies and gentlemen, will be from, drum roll everybody. Let's see what's in here. Bally's. I bet that's pretty loud. We are going. Let's see. Let me get it to focus. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Bally's. Anyway, you get the picture. There it is. There they are. The Bally's Casino. All right, those are pretty. Frosted red. All right, so the next time, starting to rain. Huh. Yeah. The next time, we'll be using those dice right there from the Bally's Casino. Another pair of dice, courtesy of my buddy Jay. Thank you, Jay. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like I texted the group earlier, I need all y'all energy. I know you might not be a baseball fan or whatever, but the Cincinnati Reds are playing against Milwaukee Brewers tonight at about 7:40. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, send that energy on over here because y'all know I'm a sports bettor as well. We've been doing really bad. The Reds have. So hopefully today they could pull off a win. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Mr. Yo11. Always try to toss them till you boss them. And remember, discipline is your best friend. We'll catch you on the next one.